holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Ready, break.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
He's checking. Crack. Number one. Check. Deep grip.
Quick pass to the outside, caught by Conley. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Conley, 77 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 24, Dalton. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Dumps it off to Mixon. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. From midfield here, Dalton. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
2 by 2. Move.
This will be Dalton again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Open man is Uzama. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
What we got? Hey, Delta. 36. Go.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jordan Evans able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Hey, Sam off.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Tighten up.
To throw again, Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
I can tell you what. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now Joe Mixon. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Dalton. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Randy Gregory in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It's now 3rd down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Jaguars 7, Bengals 5.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Dalton. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Well, pass there, complete to Westbrook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Hey, Orbit.
Stop your whining.
Mike, 36. Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Minshew. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jordan Evans able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula's not working right now.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run with Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dalton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Dalton here from the gun. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis. Or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
On the ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Bravo.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
Ready. 90 Wolf.
36. Good track.
Riley. 64. Weak. Shoot.
This one out quickly to Westbrook. That's good for 28 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run here with Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and 12.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 50's the mic.
Nice. Hey, Charlie.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On second and 12, Dalton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Mixon with a first down carry. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on second and 8. Dalton, he's going to take a shot. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. C.J. Uzomah, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is up to 8. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 21, it's second and 10. Minshew sets to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Here's Minshew.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Just like that.
1st and 10 for Dalton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for the Bengals TD. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Watch. Pick out 368. Regular. Go. Check 37.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Hands up, please. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. 2-2. Move. Likes 50. Hey, check. Hot. Crouch.
Now Dalton. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a second and long.
36. Danny.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. On second down, Minshew nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Leo. Kill. Look at me. Door. Hit it.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And this defense continues to dominate. How about two safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense and the offense has nowhere to go with the football. Dominating performance.
That's it, baby. You got one.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Hey, seam 6.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Dalton.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
Here you go, Cam.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Hey.
368.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw, and that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Check three.
Ready.
Now Minshew. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 5, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Box drop.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Caught here by Conley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. He's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes it 2nd and 9. And he completes it to Westbrook. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, high 7. Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Watch the sled. Watch the sled. Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic. You go, night.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on the right hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. You know that they were thinking second-half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
Mike 48, Mike 48.
2-2. Move.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. Got a man open. It's Ross. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. Dalton, 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Looking to throw it. Minshew eluding the pressure right. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Recon, 132 fighter. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jordan Evans able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Lambo on for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Here we go again.
Throwing, Dalton. And that's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal. And we just saw him do it right there.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
No. Off. Slam.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, wahoo!
36.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Check 15. Hey, Sam off.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that one an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score, couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within one score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I don't even know why this team showed up. 368!
On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton, that's complete. Bernard. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They'll run again with Bernard. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. From midfield here, Dalton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Leonard Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Come on, set. 8 Got you, Gator. Go. Topper. Squeeze. Rock it. Go.
Minshew throwing on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Evans in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, lock it. Switch it. Come here, switch it. Watch out. Let's go. Smith.
On fourth down, Minshew. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
I'm coming up to you. I'm coming up.
Oh, passing it. Dalton. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
He's mine. 5-6. Hey, orbit.
To throw again. Dalton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A.J. Boye with a pick.